Transformer fans and geeks? Zagatron here with another figure review. And today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Autobot Cosmos. And I am very happy to have this figure in hand right now, as this figure is very hard to find. He is a Walmart exclusive, and Hasbro has only supplied like one per box of figures, and obviously they see them and they take them all off the racks, and you're either gonna pay a premium for them or hopefully you're lucky enough to find one. I was fortunate enough to find one at a reasonable price online, and here I have him and I'm very happy. So before we get into the figure, let's get right into the packaging. So right up front there we have an image of Cosmos. There he is with the windowless packaging. You could put your hands all over him and put your fingerprints on the figure. Not a big fan of this, but anyways, we have Transformers Legacy right there in the box. His name is Cosmos. He is an Autobot. We have the Transformers Legacy right on the side of the box. We have his alt mode there, another picture of his alt mode. We have the Transformers Legacy logo. This side of the box is just his other half there. We've got an image there, awesome looking image there of Cosmos, Transformers Legacy. And on the back of the box, it's just very plain, just images of him and his robot and alt modes. And he does transform in 21 steps. He is from the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, and his name is, he's an Autobot, and his name is Cosmos. All right, so that is it for the packaging. So let's take Cosmos out of packaging and see if he is more than meets the eye. So here is Velocitron Speedia 500 collection Cosmos right out of the box, and this is the aside from Overdrive, the only figure that's not a repaint or remold, which I like that. And here he is in his quote-unquote Earth mode. And I don't know what the toy designers back in the 80s were thinking when they decided to make this guy a flying saucer for his Earth mode, and there was really no explanation to that. The fact that this guy was a UFO, and in the 80s cartoon he was never on Earth. Optimus Prime would always send them on missions in space and whatnot, obviously because he is a UFO, and they never quite explained the reason why he is a UFO. But well, all that aside, here let's take a closer look at the actual figure, and this figure looks fantastic. Let's take a closer look at the details there. There is the nice Autobot logo, nice silver paint right there. He's got the little cannons right there in the front, all the way through the back, and a lot of nice molded details. And unfortunately, I do not own a G1 Cosmos. It would have been a nice comparison here. But the difference between this one and the G1, obviously the G1 is a little legend scale back in the 80s. What is core class now? But he was a lot smaller. And obviously this cockpit area was a lot shorter in the G1 toy, but all in all, this looks fantastic. At the bottom, you don't see a whole lot, so you don't see a lot of robot junk hanging out. So this is a very, very nice looking alt motor. He does come with a blaster here, molded in green plastic. And he does come with this little checkered flag here, which is the paint already coming off here. And I've seen some other reviewers do the same thing, have the paint come off. But this is also a nod to the cartoon where one of the episodes, he uses a checkered flag. And so basically how you store this in his alt mode, you just put the flag on, usually use just the gun like a pole. So he basically has that, and you could just, the instructions want you to just plug it in back here. Is that plug right there. You just plug it in and have the flag sticking out the back like that, which that's pretty cool. I mean, you can plug in whatever. He's got more ports right here. There's another port here, another port here on the side. He's got multiple ports in the back, so that's a way for you to store it. So let me zoom out a little bit here. Let's do some quick comparisons here. So let's bring in some figures that were in G1. They were also the mini class. So here's Bumblebee. So these guys all kind of scale together. This is the Netflix Bumblebee, Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Let's put these guys to the side, bring out some more. Let's bring in Kingdom Huffer. See how they scale there. And lastly, this is Kingdom Warpath. And so these guys obviously scaled back in G1. These were all mini bots. And so they kind of scale pretty much the same in these ways. Let's move some of these guys around. Let's put Cosmos in the middle because this review is about him, not these other guys. So let's move these guys around here. Let's give a quick size comparison, see how these guys scale. They're pretty much on scale with one another. They're smaller deluxe class vehicles. So get everybody here in the shots here, as we can see a size comparison, and they all look nice. All right, so now let's get these guys out of the way. And let's transform Cosmos into his robot mode. All right, now to transform Cosmos, first off, we're going to remove the weapon. And then we're gonna come right here in the bottom. And then we're just going to detach. There's tabs right here. And there's some slots, so we're just going to detach this whole section here. Same thing on the other side. And we're just going to flip that up like that. And so what are we gonna do next time? We're just going to split right here. These are the feet. We're going to split right there in the middle. And so then I'm gonna open all that up, and then we're just going to rotate this down. And so this is on a hinge on the bottom, and then we're just going to pull. I'm gonna pull forward like that, and then there's a little tab right here. There's a slot right underneath, and so we're just going to push this whole section in until it clicks. And so then we're just going to lower these feet down like that. And so now we're going to flip these up like that. And so we're gonna turn around, and then these little sections here, we're just going to fold them back, and then we're just going to pull them over. There's a little notch right here, and then we're going to pull them over until they snap. And that, not very fond of this little part of the transformation, but it is what it is. I think you're just gonna get paint chips all over the place with this little area here. It's not very pleasant. And then I got it in. So you just gotta be very careful when you do that little area there, because you might get some paint chips on the side, and it may get some scrapes. It's pretty cringe. Same thing on the other side. There it goes. So now we have the legs all done. So legs are all done here. Let me zoom out just a bit right here. All right, so now we get these side skirts to bring them down like that. And so now we're gonna come around, and so this little section here, it pulls out. So the best way to pull it out is just hold on to everything here, just pull out like that, right? And so this little skirt, we're gonna fold it down. We're gonna rotate this whole section here like that. And so this is going to fold down. And so there is a slot right here. There's a tab on his back, and it's gonna tab right in like that. All right, so now we're gonna bring the arms down, and so the arms are on it. This whole section here is gonna come down on both sides, and we're just gonna snap it in right here on the side, like that. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna bring it down, and it's gonna snap like that. And we're almost at the home stretch. So now this whole section here, we're gonna push it down. Is it this way, right? Yeah, this way. And we're going to reveal that awesome looking head. And so right down here, we're going to flip out the fists. And here is Cosmos in his awesome looking robot mode. And man, does this guy look amazing. Very G1 cartoon accurate. They did a fantastic job with this guy. He looks awesome. All right, let's take a closer look at that awesome, did I say awesome again? Yes, awesome. Awesome looking head sculpt. Very G1 accurate chest. Autobot symbol there, obviously. Get down to the details. A lot of nice molded plastic. Some nice yellow paint here on the arms. Onto the back. Awesome, awesome, awesome articulation. His head is on a ball joint. You could go left or right. It's a little bit, it goes a little bit down, but up. And you can rotate the whole head 360. Arms, I think as far as shoulder rotation, you don't get the full 360. It just goes about halfway there, but it doesn't matter because you get plenty of rotation there. He does have bicep rotation, elbow rotation. You don't have any articulation there at the hands. You do have the waist rotation. You could put this flap up and it does go forward, backward. You could do the splits. And we do have an ankle rocker as well. So basically that's it for articulation. He does look fantastic. I'm really happy to have this guy. We'll put him in a nice pose here. And as far as accessories, I already went over them, but let me bring it here. Does have the same thing, checkered flag. I kind of like to remove this and let's have him have his weapon here in his hand. That's pretty snug. And he looks very, very cool. As far as this little accessory, it's a nice little touch. There's no one way, I guess. You can just put it on this port right here. I guess you can attach it right there to the back, right there. He's got flag storage. All right, so for some comparisons, let me pan out here a little bit. Let me put Cosmos off a bit to the side here. And let's bring in some of his G1 mates here. Here's Bumblebee. And here is Cliff Jumper. And clearly, as we can see, the scale here, Cosmos is a bit bigger. Even though he's it's not on a deluxe size, he's a little small, but he's not, I think he's a pretty nice size. Pull these guys out a bit. Let's bring in the final tool. Let's bring in Huffer. And these guys, well, I mean, he's got his backpack there, kind of towers over him. And here is Warpath. And these guys look pretty nice together. So, very cool. Right. So in conclusion, This figure here is the crown jewel of the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. Hasbro has done an amazing job with this figure. I love the G1 cartoon accuracy. The alt mode looks great as well. The transformation is fun, and I absolutely love this guy, and I highly recommend him. Now, if you're lucky enough to grab one, they are available at Walmart and also on Hasbro Pulse. Your best bet is probably to acquire it maybe through a third-party app like eBay or Mercari, etc. All right, so that is it for this review. Please make sure to check out my other videos. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure to leave a comment down below as well, and make sure to share. So this is Zagatron signing out, and this was the Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Autobot Cosmos video review. And thank you for watching.